I consider avocados one of my top 5 favorite low-carb, high-fat foods because they are packed with healthy fats, fiber, and micronutrients. But if you can't stand them, then you need to find substitutions that contain the same amount of healthy fats without the carbs. In this video, I'll share 7 foods that have similar nutrient profiles to an avocado so you can keep your low-carb diet on track. Avocados are high in fat and fiber and have a small amount of protein. 1/2 of this avocado has about 160 calories and 15 grams of fat. And while there are 9 grams of carbs, there are also 7 grams of fiber, which is an excellent amount for hunger control and your overall health. And I'm sharing the nutritional information of an avocado because if you want to find a substitution that will keep you on track with your low-carb, high-fat diet, you'll want to match the nutrient breakdown of the 2 foods as closely as possible. And that leads me to my list of substitutions. And I'll lead off with raw nuts. Now here I have a few examples of different nuts. Specifically, I've got walnuts, almonds, and cashews. But really, I could have picked most any raw nut because they all have fairly similar nutrients when you compare them to an avocado. From this chart, we see that the calories, fat grams, and carbs are similar, but when you substitute nuts for avocados, you will sacrifice some of the fiber. And I do recommend raw nuts that have not been roasted in unhealthy oils. And the same applies to raw seeds, which are the second food on my list of substitutions. Here we have raw pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds. And if we compare their nutrients to the serving of avocado, we see that the calories and fat grams match fairly close, but the seeds are lower in carbs and fiber and higher in protein. So as long as you watch your portion size, these seeds can make a suitable substitution for avocados on your low-carb diet. Now, I will say that seeds can vary in their nutrient profile. For instance, if we look at chia seeds, we see that the carb count is much higher than the other seeds I featured, but they do have a lot of fiber. And the interesting thing about chia seeds is how they absorb water. Right before I started filming this, I mixed a teaspoon of chia seeds with a tablespoon of water. And you can see how easily the seeds absorb all of that water. So chia seeds have the ability to bulk up inside of you, and that can help control hunger for hours. So if you like smoothies and you want a healthy fat to take the place of an avocado, you may want to consider adding chia seeds instead of the avocado. Now, the third substitution we'll consider is nut butters. And when I say nut butters, I don't mean regular peanut butter that contains sugar and vegetable oils. Instead, I mean natural peanut butter or almond butter. The brand I use is Justin's because it really only has 2 ingredients, the nut itself and palm oil. And if we look at our nutrition chart, we see that nut butters have similar calorie, fat, and carb amounts when compared to a serving of avocado. We also see that they have less fiber but more protein. So here again, we have a food that has a positive nutritional profile, but like raw nuts and seeds, they are easy to overeat. So you need to watch your portion size. One food that is not as easy to overeat but makes a good avocado substitution is olives. Olives are high in healthy fats and have a lot of flavor, and they'll add that flavor to salads or really a lot of different recipes. They can also be eaten as a snack, and you may even want to consider stuffed olives. Here I have olives stuffed with blue cheese, and we see that 10 of them provide 100 calories and 10 grams of fat, with a similar amount of carbs and protein as compared to avocados. So stuffed olives might be something you want to consider. Eggs are another one of my favorite low-carb, high-fat foods. And if you hard-boil a couple of these eggs and use them in place of an avocado, you see that they provide about the same amount of calories and fat, but no carbs, which is great. If you're looking for a substitution that has a similar texture to that of an avocado, you may want to consider a soft cheese. Here I have feta cheese, and if we take a 2-ounce serving, we see that that amount comes very close to the calories and fat content of a half of an avocado. But as in the case of eggs, you are sacrificing some fiber, but you're boosting the protein. So while the nutrient breakdown is not an exact match, you are getting benefits from the cheese and from the eggs. And lastly, I want to consider pesto. There are a lot of low-carb and keto recipes that include avocados or an avocado-based sauce on things like poultry or fish or eggs or even roasted vegetables. And if you don't like avocado, pesto, which is an oil-based sauce, makes for an interesting substitution. I would say that pesto is an overlooked food on a low-carb diet, but it has a great flavor when you put it with a lean meat or cooked vegetables. And because it matches up with an avocado in many nutritional categories, pesto is worth a try if you're looking for avocado substitutions. Okay, to recap, here are the 7 foods that you can use instead of an avocado. Raw nuts and seeds, nut butters, olives or even stuffed olives, hard-boiled eggs, a soft cheese like feta, or pesto. I hope this helped you stay on track with your low-carb and high-fat diet as you are looking for substitutions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will be back soon with another video to help you reach your goal. Thanks.